um, Acts chapter 4, wrapping up our fourth week of our New Testament year, and we're seeing the growth of the early church. And I think what is most amazing, a couple things, is one is, well, before I just pray you would read this chapter if you haven't. But what jumps out to me is the boldness of Peter and John and the apostles. Just think back, it was not too many days or weeks ago probably when Peter was denying Jesus, and Jesus said, the rooster you'll deny me 3 times before the rooster crows, and Peter in fact did. And now Peter is boldly proclaiming Jesus, and they get arrested. They're sharing, they're arrested, and it's the rulers, elders, scribes. They come across, and they ask them, and they say, it's by the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, whom you crucified, whom God raised from the dead. It's because of him that we are standing, and that there's salvation in no one else. And just how bold they are. This Jesus whom you crucified. I just find it amazing. They're told not to, to not share the message, to stop, and they say, we can't. We cannot but speak of what we have seen and heard, in verse 20. So they're saying to the leaders, that you cannot shut us up. It's all, their boldness is the major focus of this chapter. And you wonder, the leaders, they acknowledge that, they say, we can't deny this. And you wonder what keeps them just from having faith, as opposed to, hey, we see this, we can't deny it. Yes, this is happening. We have this guy that's been healed. Let's just have faith. But they say, no, we can't deny it, but we don't want to believe. And I think that is the case maybe for a lot of people in our society as well. They look at the claims of Jesus and can't deny it, can't deny the authority of the Bible, and yet they will not bend their knee to Jesus. So, they pray for boldness in verses 23 through 31, and then we see the early church in verse 32 and following. They had one heart, one soul. They were unified. They had unity. They had shared everything in common. They were meeting needs of each other. And it even talks about Joseph, also called Barnabas, sells a field that belongs to him, brought the money and laid it at the apostles' feet. Barnabas, we're going to see many times throughout Acts. It said he appears 25 times in the book of Acts. So kind of laying the groundwork for that and selling the field. And our next story in chapter 5, we'll read on Monday, is about Ananias and Sapphira. And them selling a piece of property just like Barnabas. But we will see that they don't bring all the proceeds to the apostles. So we'll see a dichotomy of Barnabas's obedience and then Ananias and Sapphira's disobedience. So boldness, their willingness to boldly proclaim Jesus in Acts because of the risen Christ. So, I wish I could be as bold. I think there are many times I do not speak with boldness as I should. So have a great day. Have a great weekend. I'm declaring winter is over, at least below zero. I'm tired of it. So, but I trust God's in control even of the weather. So we trust in that. But have a great weekend, and if you're love to have you here on Sunday if you're able. If you don't live around here, find a Bible preaching church to worship at on Sunday. God bless you.